And we're alive still, I think.
Hooray.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Rising Sun. We're now on the Descent Part 2. Last time, the party arrived back from their previous mission. They chilled out in the throne room for a bit. And they met a Lord Sobek of the Word Bearers. And they had a bit of an interesting conversation there. Relating to...
Well, there was a lot, honestly.
Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, they had a conversation relating to some... Well, questions were asked about Lord Cyrus's whereabouts that I think you avoided the sore subject fairly nicely about what happened.
I do not associate with word-bearer.
Nice. And after that, you were given your next assignment, which was to go to a mining site called Alpha 4. And yeah, basically Lord Malgus has left you for now to sort that out. And figure out what you want to proceed from here. There's no time frame, you can base it out whenever you wish.
Sorry, what's the name?
What?
Did I cut out there for a minute?
Talk to the one
guy? Basically Lord Malgus gave you your mission, which is go to a mining site called Alpha 4. And yeah, and he gave you the details last time, so basically you can set out whenever you wish. There's
oh
no
god, the
time.
thought's in the room. Can I try and make an acquisition for like a sealed
thing for your armor subsystem? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a way to do that without actually like switching my armor?
You must travel to the flex world.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
What do I need to roll for that?
Okay, let's have a look. Subsystems.
So are orcs just made out of flex seal?
So here's the weird thing about subsystems. Oh, God.
Warband name: Flex Seal family of products.
That's a lot of damage.
Jeez.
So basically, you want the osmotic grill life sustainer because you lack that. When your helmet's on, the armor is environmentally sealed and can maintain adequate oxygen supply as long as the armor is powered. So
I saw this space marine in half.
Oh no.
Okay. Let's have a look. I'm gonna say it's very rare because power armor is extremely rare. But I feel like the subsystems 2 armor won't be as rare as the armor itself.
Okay.
Let's have a look. And I'll give you the test that you need to roll. For fuck's sakes. Why does it take so long to find the infamy bit?
Oof.
Okay, acquisition test, here we go. Right, now it's at so far a minus 20, but you get plus 10 because it's a single item. There's no rarity to worry about. Craftsmanship to worry about.
What am I rolling?
So far a minus 10 unless you want to make someone else try and get the roll.
No, I'm saying like, is it a skill or is it literally just a d20?
It's an infamy check.
Okay.
On D100.
Or you can just click infamy and put in the modifier, so...
Okay, so the modifier is -10?
Yep, so far.
And then, can I get Johanna to help? Because apparently she's good at that or whatever.
Yep, I'll see if Johanna can help you out. I'll just do all her stuff. She won't be able to use her charm stuff because she's likely going to have to go to someone in the fortress itself to find basic power armor subsystems. So most of her usual shit won't work. But she is going to try and do a few things to help you out. Alrighty.
So, does that affect the
Oh!
Oh!
Well,
wait, that's good in this system.
that's an
isn't
epic
it?
success. Yes.
That's very good.
Bring on the loot boxes.
Now this is epic.
Okay, Nullis, thanks to Johanna's wheeling and dealing and probably sucking a bunch of dick, she managed to get you your infamy test down to a +2, in fact. That's for the final modifiers.
So the final modifier is +2 or +20?
+2.
Okay. That's probably all I can do then.
Yeah, I mean, Han could maybe put in a word for you.
Han,
Yeah,
do you want to put in a word for me?
I guess I could use my ancient warrior thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, Han just
To give
was
you
like,
plus two.
oy vey, he needs this armor, bro. It's armor subsystem. And with that, it will be a +12 final test.
Alright.
This is
And I don't need to put the plus, it's just like a 1 and a 2.
You just
Right,
put,
no,
1 or
just-
2, yeah.
well.
Because otherwise it doesn't like when you put pluses. Oh shit, son. Well, here's the thing.
Oh!
You can use a fate point because everyone's got their full fate points back. And infamy points.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
Alrighty.
Couldn't you leech one off of Johanna? Or
Infamy rolls are
are you
difficult.
the one who's able to give fate points?
I'm the one who give
Yeah.
fate points. But I can't give
from
my
the
own
champion
fate
thing.
point to myself. That's, I mean, I guess
'Cause
I
that's what
could.
you're
I
doing.
could.
That's
I
literally what
could,
you're
but
doing.
that would be kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Oh! Yes!
Apparently
job.
not.
Let me
You
remove
now
that
have
fate
the
point.
Oxmotic Life Grill Sustainer subsystem in your armor.
How many degrees did he beat that check by?
14,
A few.
4 degrees, so yeah.
Nice.
Sorry. Let me go to my gear. Is that in cybernetics or gear?
It should be in gear. I think we wrote something for it. Yeah,
Is it a
cybernetics.
subsystem?
Put it in cybernetics, yeah, and subsystem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do I put for it?
Subsystem, and then Oxmotic Grill Life Sustainer. You could just put Grill Life Sustainer if you want.
Grill life sustainer.
Do you want to give him the random issue gear check table as well?
We could give it a go.
Osmotic grill life.
Because that was
He
a
gets
pretty
2.
check.
Yeah, he got 4 degrees of success, which is 2 rolls at +20.
Hey.
So roll at 1d100
I'm just gonna
plus
put
20
can
twice.
breathe in space in parentheses after
Yeah.
that, so I know why I have it.
Yeah, that's cool.
1d100 plus 20 twice.
Who's rolling what now?
Yeah,
You're
you
rolling
know,
1d100 plus 20
Made
twice.
such a good deal. Yeah.
You
Is
get
that
the
for
loot
random
box.
items?
Yep, you
Slash
get your
roll
open the safe.
1d100 plus how much?
20.
Plus 20.
88.
88. Okay. A
Hmm.
case containing 2 suits of Stormtrooper carapace armor.
Oh, well,
And you said I said I
Hey.
could roll twice.
Yep.
99.
99. A case of 24 servings of High Provender.
2 number 9s. Number 9.
9.
What's hyper?
High Provender is insanely high quality rations. They're basically gourmet rations, and they are worth an absolute fuck ton. They are a very rare item each.
Oh, neat. Let me put that in
They
my inventory.
When I rolled that, it basically ensured that I would be getting good gear for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, you just got, like, a excellent fucking bargaining chip.
You were
Okay,
1
so
point
so
off of 48 doses of stim there.
Bill, can you put both of those things in the general chat for Black Crusade so I can just copy paste them?
Yee.
Thank you.
Let's make sure.
Nullis, I'm working on some new artwork for your character, for the new parts you've gotten.
Yeet.
Well, I mean, all I really did was put some Flex Seal on my suit.
Well, yeah, but I've been remastering people as they've acquired new shiny things.
I don't think my Legionnaire armor's really changed, besides how it just did just now. But
Well, you've got
okay.
a new respirator built in,
Okay.
so let me just upload it.
Honestly, I wish I could just roll on this fucking table all day long.
So,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
You got like blue
Nice.
tubes coming out of your mouth.
do I still have my... Yeah, okay, good.
Still have the order.
There's the... You can barely tell the difference.
You can just about tell. He looks more fancy and high tech now.
Oh,
Yeah.
you named it the same thing, so I had to delete the other one to put it on my
Oh.
desktop.
Ooh.
I
Could
can't
just
believe
rename it.
Yeah, but I'm too lazy for that, aren't I?
Have you
Oh,
already deleted the old one?
Yeah. It's whatever though.
Okay.
I can just pester you for it if I ever want it back.
Yeah, I don't have that anymore.
Well, you put it in the
Because
chat
I
like
saved
just
over it
now.
as well. That's the one about the altar.
Alright, there we go. Now I've got the new thing. Get out of here. There you go.
Alright. As your
Ooh,
Marvel.
my arrow looks better too.
As your
Actually,
Marvel.
I'd also like to get my hands on some
Or what are you asking for?
ablative
Um,
armor.
By the way, do we have anybody in the party who is stormtrooper sized who could use some carapace armor?
Jane,
I was going to say, what grade of carapace armor is it?
Stormtrooper.
Carapace armor.
Does not specify quality.
I'm gonna say it's good
Yeah, 'cause-
quality, so that's 7 armor points.
Okay, Skog, I'm gonna give this to you to give one to Jane and do what you want with the other one. Okay?
Yeah, so it's,
It's 2 suits of stormtrooper carapace armor.
cool.
Yes, please.
I've apparently closed the fucking, Adobe page. Let's try that again. I was gonna say, because is it light carapace, heavy carapace, full carapace? Because all these different bloody names.
Yeah, it's just 7 armor points basically. So
Okay,
all around, so.
sounds good.
Yeah, Ron, if you want ablative armor, is it?
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, ablative doesn't have a rarity. If we all know that. Ah, if a character's upgrading an armor he already possesses, he must make an acquisition test for his armor's current availability, which is near unique. Okay, yeah, so Ron, if you want near unique, it's at -50, then -40 for being a single item. -30 for Ancient Warrior.
I place upon the table a large ham. And I make
Does
deep,
it happen
meaningful
to
eye
be-
contact with the person who we are dealing with.
Does it happen to be steamed?
Steamed ham.
And does that happen to be a regional dialect for hamburger?
You pass the Legio, the Iron Warrior at the Quartermaster's desk, just the steamed ham.
Say very large, like glazed ham.
It goes down to a -20.
Alright.
He would like some nice food for a change. So, yeah,
If he wants
anything
any
here?
nice food, I've got 24 high provender.
With all bonuses taken into account, it's near unique, right? Or,
Yeah, it's -20
let me
with all your bonuses.
This is what Hypervender is, in my
The
mind.
nobility of
Ham.
the Imperium dine upon such
Means
delicacies.
there's an
still
18%
unprocessed
chance.
meat from strange beasts, fruit won from death worlds at the cost of
Correct.
many lives, and exotic grains from private hydroponic
Actually,
gardens.
Stu,
Some
Ancient
intricate
Warrior decreases the rarity to very
demonstrating
rare.
very well. Oh wow. Well, gee, this is pretty nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's extremely rare because basically.
Sorry, extremely rare. Yeah, it decreases it by one, but I
step.
forgot.
Yeah.
Extremely rare still.
So.
Yeah, my bad.
Minus 20, minus 10. It's a neutral infamy check. Da, 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 da.
Lovely.
Oof. You can try and use a fate point if you really want it.
How about this? How about I roll my I have commerce.
Yeah, you can try and be like, oh man, no, this is a good deal, yo.
Oh.
You try, but the Iron Warrior isn't very convinced, despite
Sort
you
of wiggling the ham at him menacingly.
It's like, don't fret anymore.
Oh well. I'm not gonna use any fate points on that.
Alright.
I can give you
It's
my
alright,
fate point.
Oh shit.
No, you're better off saving it because it's useful, but not that useful.
It is pretty useful. I just got like some delicacy ass shit from it and a rebreather. So
Yeah, Effie means the upgrade, but yeah. It means the thing he's trying to get is not the best. So.
I actually really like the character out with that rebreather.
Okay, let's consult the table of what happens when you fail by what 2, 1, 2.
What, infamy? You only failed 1 degree for the infamy.
So 1 random piece from the gear table, and it's my provender, so York can fuck off. It's mine. It's so expensive. This stuff costs more than a fucking autocannon.
Well, many lives were lost to get those rare fruits. So.
73. A file folder marked High Command Only.
That's very
Containing extensive high-res orbital images of the battlefront.
Basically, what happened here was you gave him the ham. He was very happy with the ham, but he when he talked to Ron, he couldn't quite get a deal out. But he basically passed you for a thing. Well, here, have this. Just passed you this file.
I like to think I have accidentally blundered into someone else's fucking covert op.
Yep.
I've literally walked up and say, "Hey, ham. Ah, you must be the agent. Here."
Yeah, it's something weird like that.
This works too.
Yeah, the boomer isn't very good at diplomacy.
The secret codes in this
anything related.
warband depend on what kind of food you bring to High Command, and then they give you shit.
We might, boys. The ham has gotten some good results, but I feel like we should try like Fatback next time.
Gordon Ramsay is just the George Soros of this place.
Past, I believe Skog was asking if you want that armor.
Yes. I'll take it if he's not necessarily needing it.
Alright.
By the way, why did this boy walk in front of me? Does he have something to say?
I was
or
going
just gonna
to have him talk to you, but I think, you guys still trying to do a few acquisitions, so...
Alright.
Bill, Skog, and Pasta, do you want anything?
I thought we'd done this last week, and my conclusion was, we got a new arm for Jane.
Yeah, actually, we
So-
did do a lot last week, so I'll leave it for now. Yeah. I think you've got everything you need, like including supplies as well, so...
Well, we got almost everything. But we tried. It happened.
Yeah, we might want to get some extra med kits. That's about it, I do believe.
How are we doing for meg kits? Because no one was very consistent on who was keeping track of things. We've got
you've
6
got
advanced
6
med
good
kits,
one, like master ones, and then like 8 normal ones, I think.
8 regular.
Yeah.
That would hopefully be enough.
Yeah.
I should probably get a refractor field of some description.
Probably should, actually.
Because every fucker else has got some kind of invulnerable save, and I'm just over here thinking to myself, yo, look at me in my invisibility cloak. I have no idea how much one costs, hang on.
Well,
Lots.
I know it's lots. Black Crusade Core.
They start off at... actually...
they're not too bad to get.
The refractor field is very rare, which I can turn into rare.
It's
I
only
can- I can
Legion
drop in
rare
a
you can turn into cheaper.
Okay. Let's go with the refractor field.
Which is very rare.
Yep. I will pop a Prevender, which is also very rare.
That turns it so far into a neutral.
Wait, do you have a Prevender or a High Prevender?
I have High Prevender. I rolled the exact same roll you did a while back.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I will roll Commerce to see if I can improve the deal.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeah!
You improve it by 2 degrees, so that's 4 plus 4 to the roll.
Okay,
Nice.
3 plus 4.
Hey! So Voss, after chatting to the Arm Warriors dude, the Core Master also passes him a personal defense field.
Excellent.
It's kept in a nice little box, and you wear it around your person. You just activate
due
it
to-
on and off if you wish.
Due to Ron's insane carrying capacity, I'm pretty sure he could just wear a power field meant for a vehicle or an emplacement as a back.
Your armor suit is a fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
You're basically a mech. You're a max from planet side.
Well, it's called Tactical Dreadnought armor for a reason.
Yep.
Yeah, it weighs 50 kilograms. Personal field. So, if there's no more requests,
Nope.
No.
alrighty.
Shouldn't be.
As you guys are strapping yourselves up for your next assignment, Malgus hops over and he's like, "Oh, by the way, if you need any help out there on your assignment, just fox us through on the radio." And he gives you like the comm channels to
He gives me his number.
he gives you his number, yeah, pretty much. Used to
Sliding
call me
into
on
the
my
DMs.
cell phone.
Here's a frequency. Welcome to Jet Set Radio.
Here's
Guys,
the
what's
Kodak
wrong?
number. Snake.
I'll keep this in mind, thanks.
No worries. Also, do you guys want a call sign when you're out there?
Call sign Nova Actual. Isn't that from Halo?
Yeah, it is.
Alright, we're call sign Nova Actual.
Nova Actual is. We are Iron Keep, that's our call sign.
Iron Key?
Iron Keep.
Kind of seems obvious.
Very, very imaginative, as you can tell.
As per the tradition of the Iron Warriors.
Which
Goes.
Halo game is Nova Actual from? Because now I can't get that out of my head.
I think
Probably ODST.
it's either, yeah, one of the original trilogy games or it's from Reach, so...
It must have been from Reach then, because I played a lot of Reach, and I'm going to once they
I'm
put
pretty
that
sure they
shit on.
just refer to them as Noble Team, though, in Reach.
There is a Nova Actual reference. I remember it being said somewhere, but not sure where.
It's Noble Actual.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
we're
possible.
Nova Actual though, because it makes more sense for this. So,
And it is from
Yeah.
Reach.
Yeah,
Oh.
Noble Actual. That's Reach.
So you guys are Nova Squad, basically.
Because the Noble Team was the Spartans on Reach.
That really bootleg Squad of Spartans.
Once they were trying very hard to be Republic Commander.
Well, the Spartan 3s were basically all bootleg as fuck, and they were there just to be mass produced and get killed. On
The
super
Cursed
hard.
Founding.
Yeah, they were literally cursed founding spawns.
Mm,
Whereas the spawn
you can
2s
feel-
were like the original chapter of Marines.
Bill, you can feel your character feel some eyes burning in the back of your head.
So,
Actually, yeah.
basically, so yeah, Malgus is all like, well, good luck then, Nova Squad. I'll keep in touch. And he kind of heads off to a control room. And I'm going to go have a piss. You two concoct the plan amongst yourselves.
Okay, let's go do the thing, fellas.
The thing?
The thing. We're gonna go
We're
do
scouting a mine, aren't we?
Yep.
I do believe
it.
so.
We're what?
We're scouting a mine.
Yeah, something like that.
We are going to search the mine and potentially find a rare crystal for the shelter field. If I
Skog, I
remember.
really like this artwork. Good job.
Yeah, we need to unfuck our Gala field pretty badly.
I mean, it's fine. It's just a bit temperamental.
How about no?
I would rather not feel the warp overtaking me, because it can move faster than us.
Tis a good pain.
Me arreglo.
False commander.
Ooh.
That is the scones.
Brother, I am pinned here.
What is that from, by the way? Is that like a
Don't
40k
know.
40k game?
Or, yep.
Is that the one that Stu was streaming a while ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Fire Warrior.
Okay.
We are chaos.
So, I'm assuming we've got flashlights and stuff if we're going in a mine. But then again, it's 40k. I'm guessing it's open cast. Because, you know, fuck the environment.
Do we actually have lights of any kind?
I just love the idea of environmentalist iron warriors.
Remember, subscribe to Perturabo.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
Most
I
autistic of all of the Primarchs.
Imagine him as a fucking video game streamer.
Oof, I've returned.
All Perturabo plays is Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh god, imagine his rage. Fuck.
The ultimate evil. Jesus.
He just vehemently claims that Castle is the best operator.
Oh, no,
He gets really mad when people claim otherwise.
Pretty much playing the thing
Just
with
need
just
a sledge,
friends
mate.
and fortifications.
He probably only listens to noise music.
Alright. So, as you guys are preparing to go, two figures appear out of the main entranceway and waltz towards you guys. Yoink. Yoink. Yoink.
That witch!
Yeah. Johanna won't be doing much, but Gren requested me that Johanna come along to this particular mission for some reason. So, but she isn't going to be doing anything much till he gets back. She's just going to be kind of following around. However, I'm just going to show the chat this very, very lovely art Ritualist did. Honestly, if you thought Zyler Winter looked cool, this is even better. Jesus. I'm very
It
happy
is a
with
damn
this.
good look.
Yeah. You can probably tell where some of my inspiration comes from. Regardless, it is, in fact, your familiar face of Chief Engineer Valenia. And she says, "Hello, Lord Nulla.
Hello.
May I request come with you on this assignment? You may need my help to identify the Ludamite crystal that you require."
Say thalidomide crystal.
Ludamite.
Okay,
What now?
that's good.
It is a mineral In fact, I literally went on Google and found a page of rare minerals for this.
Certainly you can come along. However, if we run into any enemies, you need to either hold your own or stay out of the way.
I can hold my own, Lord Nulla. And you notice, she's wearing a battle plate. It's basically very nicely made carapace armor, which she wasn't wearing before. And also in her mechadendrites, if I bring up her she a minute, just to remind me. Make a perception check, in fact, just to see what kind of gear she's got on her.
Perception or awareness?
Awareness. I keep fucking doing it. It's the eternal curse.
Any modifier?
We get +10 anyway because you're a Astartes senses. So. There you go, Dab.
Yeah, he gets that. I don't.
Yeah. So Nala, you look her over pretty well, and you notice, besides all her armor and robes and obvious cybernetics, she has a couple of mechadendrites holding some various tools, and some look like weapons.
What's a mechadendrite?
You know, like the tendrils?
Okay.
Like the cybernetic tendril snake things on their back, basically. Well, most Tech Pre 7. She is carrying various tools. One is a mecha drill that can bore into things, but it's mostly used as a tool. She has, in her gauntleted hands, what look like fine blades that retract. And you almost notice a faint crackling underneath them. Almost like static.
Oh.
She's also holding in her in one of her hands. One of her, what's human hands. Some kind of, what looks like a halberd. Skog, could you roll me you have a Mechanicus lore check, don't you?
Yep.
Could you roll that +20?
I didn't put the +20 on.
That's more than enough. You recognize it as a Magos's power axe. So Mechanicus' staff. Yep. Essentially a power halberd.
Fancy.
It doesn't quite have the same old Mechanicus insignia. It's been kind of scorched out a bit, but the
So,
traces.
a bit like the one Ritualist has.
Yes.
Fancy.
Besides those obvious weapons, she also, one of her mechadendrites, seems to be holding what looks like a flame weapon of some kind. And then additionally, holstered at her side, is a very odd-looking weapon. Do any of you have archaeotech as a knowledge?
I do not.
Let's see. Do any of you have... Some of you have war, don't you? The market.
Yeah.
Lord the Mark.
Basically
I've
just
got
roll whatever
war.
you have that'll work
I've
for
got war.
tech. Yeah. Alright.
Ooh, we really don't know this.
Okay.
Yourself.
Voss knows this.
With your collective head puzzling as you kind of just all kind of slightly awkwardly stare at the pistol at her waist, basically, Voss managed to deduce it's some kind of high-tech energy pistol. And then Skog, with a little bit more scrutiny, goes, it might have radiation or something, I don't know. Something
So,
weird.
some kind of Inferno pistol, likely.
Possibly.
Oh, Begora.
You're not
Is it
quite
like a plasma pistol but red? In terms of
No.
look. Ah, right.
Doesn't appear to have a energy, like plasma flask that you would normally expect for the ammo. Almost looks like some kind of fusion weapon. Very odd, but none of you can quite deduce it.
Sounds like Xenotech. Fancy.
Potentially.
Help us, mighty Volkite.
Stu, could I roll like I don't think
Yeah,
there's
that's what
really
I
a
was thinking
sense
of.
motive, but could I roll something to try and deduce why she wants to come with us?
Yes, there is a skill for it. It is scrutiny.
The GM is concerned we're all going to die. That's my guess.
Any modifier?
No, actually,
Or
with
just
neutral tech.
AdMech being AdMech and wanting to get their hands on some tech and all that.
Guess I don't know.
Admech
Also-
She's
tech.
very hard to read. You can tell she's very monotone, very robotic, doesn't really emote much. It's kind of hard to read what she wants.
Fair enough then.
She basically says, you know, like, I am armed as you can see. May I come with you?
Certainly.
Very well. I shall wait for you in the garage with your assigned vehicle. Farewell for now.
Farewell.
She leaves you all alone to decide when you want to move out.
Unless anybody has anything else to do.
Except
Nope.
maybe drinking? No.
We've got all our equipment sorted.
You can
we've
drink
got
on
my
the way.
caddy back.
So we can multitask.
Exactly.
Yeah, if Jane's good to go, then I see no reason to delay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I take it they've fixed up the Torox.
Well, if you're ready to go, I'll take you to the garage.
Ah, yes, the car hall.
Da-da-da. To the Batmobile. So yeah, your same trusty old Torox is where you left it pretty much. It's been moved around a little bit. You, Skog, make me a perception at plus, awareness at plus 20.
I do need to eventually put some points into that skill.
Well, it's good enough this time. You deduce very easily that they've done a lot of repair and maintenance work on it, and it seems pretty good work by the looks of it.
Alright, so they've repaired the transaxle that I think we snapped off last time.
Yep, they've replaced all the damaged components. The armor's been reinforced where it was weak. It's pretty much as new as when you first got it.
That won't last.
Right.
Does anything?
I presume you're all taking the same positions as you did before, and the other assignment runs on the roof. Nola's navigating and Bill's driving.
Yeah, Ron is just T-posing on the roof.
Well, not.
What isn't this thing on a different planet or something?
Hmm?
The mine we're going to. Didn't somebody say it was on a different planet, or am I mistaken?
It's on the same
What?
planet. The
Oh,
other
okay.
part of your compact is off-world.
I'll roll navigation surface then.
Yep, before you set out, you do that.
Any modifier?
You've got maps. I'll say plus 10. Nolo, with his amazing big brainness, managed to deduce a very safe route to the Alpha 4 site. With this plotted in, Bill, would you like to roll an operate surface check?
And then I will.
At plus 20.
Okay, operate surface.
Oof. Well,
Yikes.
you once again are in the open desert. I'll remove that. Oof.
Fucking hate this thing. It handles like a sack of dicks.
Yeah. Nullis fortunately plots you a pretty good route through the desert, but you come across many rocks and other obstacles on your way through and just horrible dirt tracks.
Fucking six-wheel piece of shit. Move, you son of a bitch.
Which hampers your
Nullis will
journey
remember this.
somewhat. I presume, Ron, you want to do your awareness check as you usually do. with the whole specs.
Bill driving a Shogun.wav. Why won't you go above 10 miles an hour in second gear, you piece of shit?
Yeah, I was gonna say it should go up to 20.
So my Shogun does not go. I can't break the speed limit before like 4th or 5th gear
Oof.
on an island with a speed limit of like 35.
35 is such an awkward number to have a speed limit.
It's going down to 25 in some places. It's going to be fucking awful.
Ron, with his amazing navigation. Basically, not his navigation, his awareness. Deduces many wonderful wildlifes out there, but nothing hostile on the way to Alpha 4.
Alright.
I presume you stopped for the first night. Unless you want to travel through the night without rest.
Well, how about I take over driving, since Space Marines don't need to rest.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did this last time to make up for time.
Yep.
It was very sneaky, I liked it though. Yeah.
So operate surface then?
Yeah. Make an operate surface at +10 this time as you go through the dark. You've got a good route planned ahead, so it's not too bad. Alrighty, Nullus like a pro MLG drift. Initial D-drifter. Gets through the night pretty swiftly. It is now morning. Skog, could you deduct 14 rations from the stockpile because there's 7 of you? No, there's 8 of you. In fact, Jane exists. So 16, I should say. For your dinner and breakfast, basically.
So 16.
Yep,
There's
16
the rations.
from the rations.
Done.
Because the way I'm doing rations is each individual unit of ration.
In future, we are loading up on kebabs before we leave.
Yeah.
We're just getting like 3 days worth of kebabs.
Oh Jesus! You wouldn't want to be inside though, would you?
Over a breather.
Any single one of them is a bit iffy. You know, you're just gonna have. Does this thing run on methane?
It would be for the glory of Nurgle.
Oh no!
It's hot rocks in this thing. I'm sitting there in my rebreather trying not to go blind.
Guess why I'm outside.
I've had propane cooked bacon, and I gotta say, it's not that bad once you get over the smell, guys. Okay.
So, you're a good third of the way there. Bill, presumably you're taking over for driving during the day.
I love the smell
Okay,
of Promethean.
shove over the Lord X is back. Now it's time for the professional to take over again.
Smells like home.
Same modifier, +20. Ooh.
Plus 20 on top of that, so I do pass.
Alright, okay. Well, there you go. Once again, with some pretty standard driving, you make a good progress throughout the day. Han.
It becomes a priority that Voss is following the regional speed limit.
Oh yeah. Han, roll +20 awareness check.
Is that due to circumstantial bonus?
Yeah, that's due to your all specs, basically. Actually, it should be +30, because you've got sight and your all specs with +20.
Well, also, it's a good quality all specs because of the arm.
Don't know if craftsmanship affects gear generally. It does sometimes, but
It does.
yeah, let's double check.
I've checked it.
I don't know if it gives you plus or if it just lets you scan. Sometimes it scans more, it does more things rather than actually gives you a flat bonus.
Or copy paste it.
Good quality. Alright, that's pretty good. There you go. See, +40. What does your technology see? Oof. Oof. Still pass.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Once again, you see majestic wildlife reminiscent of Africa.
It's the rain
Africa?
down in Africa.
And there's still no danger as you progress through the desert.
Oh yeah, since having
Stu?
gotten on top of the Taurox, Ron hasn't moved in the slightest. He's just been T-posing non-stop.
Itchy voice. Yep.
Stu,
Yeah.
I gotta take a phone call.
Alright.
If you need to tell me anything, just put it in the chat and I can still roll for shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. It is now evening. Right. Scott, could you do 16 rations for another 2 meals for lunch and dinner?
Yep.
Okay, Aaron.
Okay.
I could not do the voice.
Presumably you're all doing the same thing that you did last night. So if you can hear me, I'll put it in the chat. No.
Yeah, I'll just sleep for the first hour so I can just recover a bit.
Right. See how the chat's doing. Oh, Greg's watching. Oof.
Yep.
By the way, can anyone connect to the chat? Because for me it says unable to connect. Please try again later.
Yeah, for some reason there was like it was spazzing out for a bit. Should
You mean YouTube chat?
now?
Yeah, we're back. Oh yes, Ghost put gay. Good stuff. I'll give Gren a wrench.
Might be the internet stumbled.
This. Actually, you know what? I can just roll for Nulla. I've just realized. Where is Nulla? Where does he reside? Ah. Hey, Nullus gets you through the night pretty swiftly with his driving skills. It is now morning of the second day. Bill, would you like to roll another +20 operate surface checks to take over in the morning?
I shall indeed. Probably roll like shit.
Let's see how this goes. Hey, another professional set of driving. You make pretty good time throughout the day. And let's see. Eventually, you just what?
Throughout this run, just takes quick naps, just to
just to keep
stay
us
fit and sharp.
Yep. Ron, for the final leg of the journey, make me another +40 awareness. Okay, once again, you see more flickers of wildlife from Africa as you trundle through the desert. As you get closer to your destination, as the time winds down towards the evening, and you're getting very close to Alpha Foresight, you notice strange flickerings on the Auspex. You're not quite sure what's causing it. It doesn't look super alarming, but it's a bit odd.
I'll relay that to the party.
Alright, I'm back.
You can try make a tech use test to refocus it on what the things are. What the
I
anomalies
could try, but my tech use isn't my best skill.
It would be a neutral test.
Mine is
You can
too.
hand it to someone else that can do it for you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
We saw some shit.
Skog, are you going to recalibrate his tricorder?
Yeah, that's tech use test.
Yep. Neutral tech use. You have a combi tool though, right?
Should do.
Okay. After handing it to Ursula, Ursula, you look upon the Auspex after recalibrating. It seems the anomaly blips are coming from underneath you all.
Oh dear.
But you can't tell what they are. There's just a very rare, like, blip, blip, blip. And they come up, but they seem to be coming from underground. But quite deep underground, not like on the road. Beyond that, you can't see what it is.
Some kind of tunneling horror, most likely.
It's the graboids!
It's the dagger knobs.
And then finally, deduct more rations. Deduct another 16 rations.
Fun.
How much food are you all on now?
Irrelevant.
This one will have 63.
Yeah, you've probably got enough to get back.
So we're going through, what, 32 a day?
Yeah.
Actually,
do I even eat?
That's a few.
Nulla, you can just eat some of the rocks I still have with me.
I was going to say, we're doing it
Unironically.
where it's
Can
a
Space
daily
Marines
ration.
eat rocks?
Technically, yes, but they won't get much out of it. Like,
Well, I'll eat rocks, because I mean, I can probably just go a month without eating and be fine or whatever, so.
yeah, it's very unpleasant and, like, tastes horrible, but you get a bit of nutrients out of the rocks.
You'll
I
get
would
used
say-
to it.
My teeth become stronger.
Yes.
Do we have daily rations, or are we having, you know, 3 times daily rations? Just for context purposes.
Each individual unit of ration I've put in the gear is a meal, so, like,
Okay, 1
3 per person for a day, basically.
I'm probably going to have to slow down a bit soon.
Oof.
Just
Good news
as,
is you're there.
Hey,
Because you've been
that's pretty
traveling
good.
through the night, which has sped up your journey pretty much and cut it in half. Because you haven't
Hey.
stopped, that's the thing. And now, you are outside Mineral Site Alpha 4.
Well, there was only 7 of us. Oh yeah, 8, because if we've got
Is
the
this a transition image, or should we plop our things somewhere?
It's mainly just a transition image. I'm just gonna set the scene.
Oh wait, no, there's the thing.
Yep. There we go. You arrive in a somewhat desolate patch of desert, seemingly in the middle of nowhere, but you soon come into view of a sort of mountain hillside rock face place. A massive opening on one side of it, which appears to be a mine entrance. There's a few buildings dotted around, but they seem long since abandoned. You disembark from your car as dusk settles, and presumably you kind of mill around, investigate the buildings and so forth.
I
Probably.
investigate the buildings.
Okay, roll an investigation check. A neutral one. Which is... let me just double check for you, because I know it's called investigation.
I don't think investigation.
Could I just roll awareness on this one?
Yeah, you can roll awareness as well if you want. There is Yeah, there isn't really an investigation, actually. There used to be, but yeah, just roll awareness.
Sure is some sand out here.
Yeah, that is basically a reaction. It just looks like a load of desolate dust and rock to you. Ron pretty much comes to the same conclusion. It's just a load of dust
Ron
and rock.
has come to the additional conclusion that the sand is red.
Okay, Voss Ballard spends a little bit more time investigating the buildings and so forth. It mostly just looks really old and abandoned and decrepit, like there's cobwebs everywhere, it's rusted. There's a couple of loose mining gear, clothing, tattered clothing and uniforms. Nothing really sticks out to you. One thing you notice, Voss, though, a lot of it seems to have their Imperial markings, like Quilla's, everywhere. So this was clearly an Imperial operation at some point.
Well, Father Time took a bat to this place, but
My connection to the server has
Imperial
been
work.
interrupted. Anything I do now will attempt.
It did that to me
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah, it's been gay.
Yeah.
Do I need to
just refresh, you'll be fine.
I was going to say on Jane's tab, there's only 4 people in the game.
I'll wait till you're all back in.
Yeah. That was an odd thing.
It
What-
sounds
what-
like it's all
what
wild
the-
life down in Africa.
What?
It's just flickering on and off now.
So now I've opened the game and it's just a. Oh, there we go. The white square
Just
loaded.
testing something.
Uh,
Right, alright, it's working.
Roll 20, why you be faggy? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Back in.
Lovely.
okay, I hope that just keeps working.
Ursula, you also examine the ruins of the town, or rather, work buildings. You pretty much come to the same conclusion as us, that this place used to be an Imperial operation. You find a few odd Mechanicus cogitators, but they're long since blown out or have been purged. So they're not really functioning anymore. And Ziv, with his keen senses, comes to the conclusion that this place is very old and desecrated. You
This is odd.
yeah, you get the sense that they're going to be pleased with this.
This is old.
So, is the mine like? Do we know whether the mine is supposed to be like it's got an entrance, or if it's just kind of like a big quarry?
There's
Do
a
we know?
big entrance looming ahead of you all as you investigate these houses, buildings.
I suggest we head in then, and I kind of fucking ask Chief Tentacle Lady to scan for any minerals that might be useful as we walk in, I guess.
Confirmed.
How viable would it be to bring the vehicle inside? At least just for security purposes.
Not very viable by the looks of it. The entrance is quite massive, but not really massive enough to bring a vehicle in. Like,
Alright,
the
so
opening
put
is
some-
large, but it gets narrower once you actually get further inside.
Alright, so pack some bricks around the wheel so it can't roll away then.
Pretty much. Valenia does a little bit of scanning on her own aspects and reports back to you. Lord Nala, no minerals sighted. We may need to proceed further underground.
Understood.
Dun, 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 dun.
So,
Is it just me or are there giant Rubik's cubes on the ground outside?
We require more minerals. I mean, these things.
it's some kind of fancy art, it probably is.
The Rubik's cubes of our forefathers.
I will take you to the mine entrance.
Fancy.
Yep. You go into the great entrance as dust settles. There seems to be some lighting still on, but Skog, make me a tech use at +20.
Cool.
You deduce it's some kind of artificial lighting that's self-sustaining,
Fancy.
which has kept everything somewhat lit all this time. So you shouldn't have to worry too much about seeing where you're going. Besides that, you don't see much. Besides everything looking very old and battered. And when you're ready to proceed, I shall take you to the scene, to the main map.
The piano music in the background keeps making me think, and that's what this is all about.
Yeah, is it all a void for you guys?
Yes.
It sure
Not
is.
the top right big
Go
corner.
to the top right.
Alright.
I'm gonna change the music.
Hooray, enclosed space.
There we go.
Lovely.
Alrighty. Let's just drag some characters over.
Here I go.
You proceed into the entranceway for a little while, and you eventually come into a main sort of room, like a loading room. There's a couple of tables lying around, like massive slab tables for just what appear to be, you notice rocks strewn around them, as though this held minerals and other such valuables upon them at some point. There's a few strewn empty crates around, and also be pleased to know a forklift over there that was carrying pallets of boxes at one point, most likely.
Is this crate open?
It is.
Is there anything inside?
There is not, besides the strewings of tiny minerals and dust. Right, have we got everyone on the map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's an 8th person we're missing. Oh yeah, Johanna.
Yeah, Johanna.
I'm just gonna have Johanna at the back here. Right. If you're all ready, I guess you guys can set up a marching order. Or you want to proceed? I'm gonna say you're not on initiative for now, but depending on how things progress, I might ask you to do initiative.
Ron, are you good if I'm in front there, buddy?
If you want to be, sure.
Ziv probably should be ahead of myself, being a melee specialist.
Yes, I shall. If you oblige, of course.
You can set up next to me, Ziv. Actually, never mind.
I'll cover the back.
Like Skang.
As you progress through the tunnel, your vision improves due to the artificial lighting, and where the artificial lighting doesn't scan, your helms and handheld torches light the way. No one wants to go first.
So be it.
Why is your moth so much faster than you?
Because he is like, if nobody's gonna take the lead, he's
darkness.
I was born in darkness.
Molded by it.
I didn't
golly.
see the light until I was already a man.
Excellent. Souls.
That's a skeleton.
Soul.
Can I roll something to see how old that corpse is?
Yep. As you head down the corridor, you come into a small antechamber, and more is revealed. Boof.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
I'm gonna check for any actual threats in this room just to make sure, and that there's no big red button that says "Gook everyone in the room."
All of you make an awareness check with whatever modifiers you have for gear and etc.
Okay, first one will be our good friend Kenny.
I hit my head while I'm coming into the room.
Basically, you do the stormtrooper thing and like you don't bend down.
Your
quite
respirator
enough.
is on backwards.
Like, oh fuck.
Give me your soul.
Pretty sure the auto sensors give me an extra +10 to aware.
They probably do.
Lovely.
A reminder of
Alright.
fentanyl specs to this bow.
So, after everyone looks around and surveys the scene, enough of you are keenly aware of what this appears to be. This appears to be something of a locker/washroom for what was presumably the miners of this installation. The skeletons you see on the floor, upon closer examination, appear to be very dusty and old.
Is there any way we could determine their cause of death?
Do you have a doctor in the party?
I do believe that's either the kitty cat or me.
Either of you?
I didn't mean to say kitty cat. I
That
meant
was a
her.
bad roll.
Well, you look over the bodies, Ursula, and... well, not bodies, skeletons, I should say. And
I know.
as does Ziv, you both kind of look them over, and it's kind of hard to tell what killed them, as they are bones and not much else. The strange thing is, besides a few fractures and slight divots and wearing on the bones over time, skeletons are strangely intact. Which is not really what you would expect if they'd been crushed, say, by debris or shot with struck with trauma.
Gas. I want to bet it was gas.
So
Gas
when
is a
I step
possibility.
forward, do I see anything more in this direction?
You do. You see thus far forward.
What is this?
Yeah, what is that?
That is a sink where the miners would wash their hands.
It's a really big sink.
It is indeed. Because I overdid the scaling of it.
I gestured around to see what's over there.
Boof.
Do I see anything?
You see a locker room where the miners no doubt got changed.
Lovely.
Do you want a jumpsuit or what?
Jump around.
Is there anything notable that I see?
Well, do you wish to open the lockers?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You open
The fist is ready.
first few lockers on the
The
left.
fist is ready.
And nothing particularly noteworthy is inside besides a few crumpled uniforms, personal effects. Surprisingly well preserved, actually.
What about the other ones?
Deja vu. I've been to this place before.
Hi, you're on the street.
You open the ones on the right, and once again, mostly just uniforms and other crumpled things. But in the last one, you find something else. Another
Bet it's a
skeleton.
Jaffa cake.
There appears to be someone took refuge in the last locker, but passed away, evidently by the presence of a skeleton.
What a,
Skeleton man.
Oof.
What's that,
Man,
Skippy? Carbon
not
monoxide
skeleton.
poisoning. Right. Well, if that's about it, we should probably keep moving.
So be it.
I'm gonna make sure my rebreather's properly on my face.
Yeah, you really should.
Yeah, really smart. I'm just gonna do the same, actually.
It's so fucking dark in here.
Can
Alrighty.
it fit between the balls?
As you progress, more is revealed. It looks like you're coming through these dank shafts to another alcove.
Saying dank shaft doesn't really reassure me.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more.
Oh god, why?
More is revealed. Again, you find a couple of more skeletons on the floor. Another set of
Is
lockers.
this-
And another
is this
couple
open?
of crates.
I think they're dead.
Is the crate open?
It is not open, this one.
I'll glance around, make sure there's nothing moving.
I'm gonna attempt to open the crate.
Make me a strength roll with plus 20 due to your powered armor.
If something comes out of there and tries to kill you, I'm not with the blame.
Alrighty, you effortlessly bust open that crate with one arm. The one gauntlet. Prise open the metal. Inside resides a bunch of dank-looking gems, gemstones, and other minerals.
I ask, where did Tentacle Lady go? Tentacle Lady, why are you so far
hold
back
up.
there? I asked Tentacle Lady to analyze these gems.
I'll check out the auspex.
Excellent.
She looks them over and taps her auspex, stating, analyzing. And then
Sif's just gonna move over to this corner.
The fist is still ready.
she states, this collection appears to be Penrosite. Not what we're looking for.
Is it valuable, regardless?
To some, yes.
Yeah, pick it up on the way back, I guess.
There's
It's
a
a
forklift
forklift.
at the front.
Yeah.
It is useful for raw materials.
Let's split up
Starship
again.
construction. Useful for plasteel. Adamantite
Split up.
constructions.
I'm gonna keep going down.
Split up and look for you.
I would like to ask the party if they would like to split up, or if that is a horrible idea to do in this scary-ass cave.
Worked out very well at
Let's do it.
Stalingrad.
Let's do it, Scooby-Dooby-Doop.
Epic.
I say we continue going straight ahead, and then we come back and do the deviation later.
Fatal deviation.
Whatever's down here has been down here long enough. It can wait for us to come around to kill it.
Fatal deviation. You just find an Irishman doing martial arts in one of the rooms.
Oh, big eye.
Oh, big
He
hold
just
on.
drop kicks you through your power armor.
I gotta find out who killed my father. What am I
What the fuck is this?
You never should have
Dino,
come here.
what the fuck is this? I adore that movie. It's so like,
Oh, this is the most inside joke that's ever been.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone watch Fatal Deviation. It's on YouTube. It's amazing.
I'm not sure that's good advice, but it's certainly an experience that you need to have.
Right. So Nulla, are you proceeding forward down the spooky?
Yes.
Oof.
It
The spooky hole reveals
entertains
itself.
and gives you insight.
This music's really dope. I haven't listened to it fully.
It's so fucking dark in here.
Wait, yeah.
More is revealed as you proceed down the corridors.
Onto the front lines.
I just realized this is like an underwater song. You can hear the water.
This is cultural appropriation, isn't it?
This is like the hydroid music.
Person drinks water. Bill, this is cultural appropriation.
A Guernseyman could have lived in that water. Fucking bigots.
People in Africa could have drunk that water.
People in Africa could have drowned in that water.
Now that is epic.
Now, you enter
more
another
skeletons.
room, which is a little bit more noteworthy than the past few. Once again, more skeletons strewn the floors, in much the same state as before.
Alright, it's got what looks like a lift.
Is this a table?
That is a shelving unit that once contained things, but is strewn with dust and minerals, small minerals.
Stu,
Mm-hmm.
what is the box, or what can Civ determine the box
It
is?
appears. Let's make an awareness check at plus 50.
Plus 50, okay.
Yes. I just want to see if you fail this.
I accidentally! Holy shit!
Whoa!
Civ, looking at this, you think this is a great majestic box of plagues. Could someone else make an awareness check at plus 60?
It just randomly starts heaving.
At plus what?
60.
What is this?
Alright. Nulla, with
Barely
not
know.
much better, you go, wait, guys. Hang on. This is an escalator.
Oh my god.
Ron goes, yeah, this is an elevator.
Whoa, dude.
It's an elevator, you fucking monk.
What do you mean?
Uh,
Elevator.
Hello.
Should we just continue searching this floor?
Yes. We should get this floor done before we move any further up or down.
It's good to have a floor that you know you can flee back to if shit goes south.
Is this open though?
I fear Civ might actually have a panic attack if we go up.
This box is actually open. The lid is ajar.
What mayhaps is inside of it?
It appears to be more Penrosite.
Okay.
It's about half
Note of
full.
that, I guess.
Yeah. Right.
Let's move on north.
Once again, proceed into the great dank
Like,
corridors.
what the fuck just happened?
Am I moving as quickly for
Oh, wait,
you
sorry.
guys as I am for me?
Once again, come into an adjoining side antechamber. Once again, with more storage lockers, table, and another crate.
Is the crate open or closed?
This one appears to be closed.
Okay. Can I make a strength check at plus 20 to try and open it?
Yep, I'll call it plus 40 because Ron's presumably helping as well. You just both eat it open.
Yeah.
Alright, with an epic display of strength, you both prise open the lid simultaneously, tag team it to death.
We just open it like a curtain.
Yes. Inside appears to be some different crystals.
Tentacle robot, analyze.
Analyzing. analyzing. This appears to be co-stovite. It is a mineral.
Is that what we're looking for?
Not what we're looking for, but it's a mineral used for the refinement of Lance battery crystals.
Ooh.
Somebody make note of that then. We
It's
can
only
use
about
that
quarter
for
full.
what's in the other room as well.
Okay.
How much does this box weigh? This is important.
It
Ron,
weighs-
later.
Yeah. Alright.
Because I'm pretty sure we can just carry it back then, at the end of it.
You do have many Polak forklifts as well.
No.
Just carry the crate by hand.
Back in my day, we used to lift massive crates ourselves.
Can so just check the lockers right quick?
Yes.
Okay, should I do... Yeah,
Just open
awareness?
You'd have to roll for this one. You open
Okay.
them, and there appears to be a lot of mining tools inside. Drills, a few shovels, stuff like that. A few
They got any
breathing
diamond
apparatus and protective gear as well.
Are there any pickaxes?
There's about 2, yes.
What's that?
Are they made of
Okay.
diamond?
Can I take one?
You may take a pickaxe. The pickaxe appears to have a strange head made of a strange crystal.
Wait, are there multiple pickaxes?
There are 2.
I would like to pick up one as well.
Alright. It has a faint orange glow, in fact, the head of the pickaxe.
No, when you've been tangoed.
Stu, could you reveal the darkness to us?
There is nothing in there. That is a wall.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Christmas
Oh.
time. Don't let the bell end.
Hey,
Right.
hey. That's not very nice.
Oh, it's a darkness, so.
Oh, okay. I thought you were calling me a bell end.
Well, you are one, but that's beside the point.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
that's
thought that was
not very nice, Bill. That hurts my fifis.
You have feelings. You're a space marine. Act like it.
Oh no. Kenny, you can sit to the side, right?
Kenny looks at you a little bafflingly, but then it perches on your shoulder.
So, does this look safe?
Make me a common lore tech. Oh, you have. Oh, you have.
Yes.
It looks sturdy enough by your estimates using your engineering knowledge. But you notice something. It's not powered.
Right, is there any control panel that we should be looking at?
And there is. Off to the side here.
Alright.
Make me a tech use test. -10, presumably neutral because you have a combi tool. Okay. Alrighty. You
Let's
wrench
see what
out.
my assistant. No.
Yeah, you wrench open the panel, the back panel of the controls. You look inside, and there appears to be no batteries in the console, so to speak, no power cores. But you're kind of puzzled about how to replace it.
Well, this seems amiss.
So, what have you found? A console or some shit?
Yeah, so what we've got is a lift with no real power to it. So presumably there is something that we have missed while down here.
Would that be a security check to figure out how to fix it?
Yes, it would in fact actually work.
Well, my otter to have 1 point in security.
Alright, Nullus's furry otter lunges over to where Skog is sitting and kind of purrs and perches near Skog. There you go. Please make me a security check at +10 using his otter senses.
Fucking master thief.
Oh boy!
Oh shit!
Damn.
Absolute mad lad.
Boo, lad.
The otter,
Smart otter you are.
with an excited squeak of triumph,
I can speak
scurries
otter.
off.
Holy, what?
Bye.
And starts going
Goodbye.
back down the way you guys came.
Making my way down here.
No, it's just running after his otter like, no. And he squeaks excitedly at this locker.
I open the locker.
The otter dives into the locker. And after about 20 seconds of rummaging and clanging, comes out and looks at you happily and triumphantly, almost as if a doggo, you know, doing something cool. Has presents you with a what looks like an old crystal, some kind of power core, possibly.
I will take the power core
Here,
and I will pat my otter on its head
The otter looks pleased.
and then return it to my shoulder.
Yeet. Good job. See, having pets is useful.
So, looking at the thing, is there kind of an obvious place where I would put a power core?
There's a couple of slots you think it could go into. Do you have common lore tech?
No. Could I just have my otter roll security again?
Yes, at +10.
Just a second.
Okay. The otter
Oh.
gets kind of looks at the crystal and looks at the panel, but then looks back at the crystal and starts to hump the crystal because you rolled a 69.
Is the crystal reciprocating?
No, it is an inanimate object.
That's just rude.
I pick up the otter and put it on my shoulder.
He looks a little
Hold the
sad,
crystal
but
one way.
complies.
Wait, hold on. It's okay though. Alright, there you go.
Yeah. The otter is pretty cute though. So it's okay, guys. You have a power crystal in your hand now that looks a little more damp than you last saw.
Gross.
Can I try and roll security to see where to put this?
You can at +20 this time, because you've got 2 people assisting you as well. Alrighty. Nulla, with the amazing protagonist skills and leadership and the advice of the 2 engine seers, manages to conclude, oh yeah, it goes in here. And he slots it in, and Scott, could you make me a +30 tech roll?
I probably can, yes.
Alrighty. You you conclude with a whirring of noise. The console slowly powers back up to life.
Huzzah.
And there appears to be buttons telling you to go down or up, basically. At the minute, all you can do is go down, by the looks of it.
Yeah. Are we ready to go down?
I think so. We've
Just
scouted everything else.
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess I poke the button and get in, unless there's a control panel inside.
Yep. A cage starts to, like, a cage door starts to roll across your, the thing, like, and there you go. And you proceed down into the depths with a great whir of motion as the elevator makes its way down.
That's rather terrifying.
Go to the bottom right corner again.
Is the metal crate open?
It is not open.
Can I make a strength plus 20?
Yep. Plus 40 now it runs there.
There appears to be some kind of
Well,
console.
Despite
Oh,
being
Jesus.
the Starseas, this crate is
Could,
pretty tough.
Could I give it a go?
Ron can give
I
it.
will continue helping when Ron makes his roll.
Alright, yeah. Ron, make it at plus 50. Actually, you already account for your armor and your stats, don't you?
Yeah.
Make it at plus 10 then, because Null's helping you.
Swear to God if I fail this.
Oof.
Right.
Okay, Ron's just gonna like, yeah, let me handle it, kid. Just kind of pulls open the crate with his both meaty gauntlets. And there's nothing inside.
Pathetic.
So you disrespect enemy, huh? Pathetic.
Anything on this shelf?
Once again, there is the residual of what was once dust and minerals, and also a couple of loose mining tools lying around as well. A few safety helmets, rebreathers, some power drills, so forth. No more pickaxes, though.
Can I search these lockers?
Yep.
Just gonna keep an eye out and glance around the room. See if there's anything we missed.
Alrighty. Inside the lockers, no less, resides more old, dusty uniforms. So a few more breathing apparatuses. Voss, as you peer around, there doesn't seem to be too much you missed in the room besides the obvious. But as you peer into the dark with your night vision goggles, the area reveals itself a bit more clearly to you. There appears to be...
Did I find anything in the lockers?
You don't find much else in the room besides the uniforms. Skog finds a old console that appears to be powered down.
Alright.
You can try and reboot it though if you wish.
Nope.
You try as hard as you can to get the thing running again, but it does have a power core inside, but it's just not responding to user input.
Can I see if my otter can do it with security?
Must be an
Yeah,
Apple
but that'll be a
product.
neutral roll.
Damn.
The otter is a little confuzzled and disappointed that he can't do anything with the funny looking metal box.
This is so sad.
Box.
I beckon.
I'm sure I have tech use to see that. What? Let's give it a whirl, shall we? Yeah. Ah, damn. Place from a cigar.
This computer does not want to be opened. Alrighty.
Like to think he steps forward, dramatically presses one button, at which point, literally just the start menu pops up. That's it.
you get the
No, it
PlayStation
brings up.
2.
Are you sure you want to activate diagnostics? Ask.
You just get the PlayStation 2 starting up noise.
So corruption drops instantly. What is that shit right now?
You come across, as you venture out of the room and into the great corridor beyond, what appears to be one of the mining sites. There's a lot of earth and works, so forth, like where they started drilling and cutting into the rock before you. And there's a bunch of loose gravel and dirt. And buried in here are large chunks of what look like various minerals and crystals.
That's it.
I ask, what's her actual fucking name?
Chief Engineer Valenia.
I ask Chief Valenia to analyze these.
Analyzing. She's actually going to do a roll this time. Error. Not getting
Could I give it a go?
For
Chief
both of
Engineer.
them, or just for
You
one?
do have your specs.
Yeah.
Chief Engineer
She says,
Valenia has an encountered error and needs to
unable
close.
to substantiate data. Ron, if you wish, you may make a try.
Hold my monster.
Alright.
Plus takes the can.
The fucking beefcake of a Terminator gets out the tiny auspex and looks through. Rod, you quickly realise that this crystal formation, while quite interesting and somewhat valuable as raw materials for construction, isn't the crystal you're looking for. It's fairly common, this stuff.
The both of them?
Yes, both of them. They're all kind of spliced, intermixed with each other, these two formations of crystals. But they're both of the same rarity and compositions.
Suppose we should move on then.
Yep.
I'm guessing these are valuable if they're common.
Oof.
Is there something up here, or am I just... Oh, no, there is, okay.
Yeah, it's just...
Apparently.
It's because I'm not revealing the edges very well, that's why. Like, if I do this... Yeah, there you get a better sense of it.
Okay, yeah.
Let me reveal the
I was
edges.
unsure if it was like a corridor.
Yeah.
A suspiciously narrow corridor.
Gentlemen, welcome to hall crawling.
Okay.
So, are they coming back?
I don't know about that.
Whoa.
Well, they nearly didn't.
Well,
So-
those aren't coming back.
Stu, given the blood, do I manage to gather that these corpses might just be slightly more recent? Or is it very dry blood?
It's very, very dry blood. If you wish to glean anything further, you'll require a Medicaid check.
50 out of
Ursula
80.
Succeeded. Yep. Ursula, as you poke around and do a little bit of scanning with your own handheld devices, You conclude that this blood is pretty damn old. Possibly around 60 or so years old, maybe more.
So, suicide cult. Suicide cult. You know these miners.
I motioned to Chief V to scan the minerals again.
Analyzing. Chief V. Oh,
Chief V.
V is a set piece.
All
Terrifying.
along.
No. No.
Okay, Valenia motions through her records and says there appears to be formations of calaverite, banisterite, and legranadite. Not what we're looking for.
That's unfortunate.
Another job for the forklifts, then.
Just set up a mining operation here.
I mean, if
reopen the coal mines.
Listen, okay, we're gonna save the Rust Belt's economy in 40k.
Alright. If you're
That? I suppose Nurgle would like this. Considering the dry blood and unhygienic and all that.
once again peer deep into the corridor of dankness. And I shall reveal. Da, 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 da.
Spooky stuff.
Vilena knows the drill at this point, so I'm just gonna... I mean, I don't have to say it, do I?
No.
I've fallen behind.
She scans and once again states more common rarity formations and minerals. Not what we're looking for.
Carry on then.
Do you wish to examine the corpses at all?
That sounds suspicious.
Skog, if you would.
Well,
Let's try.
Skog has a pretty thorough... Oh no, Ziv this time as well. Oof. You both, with fucking CSI investigation skills, look at the corpses and go, these ones
It's a
appear to
body.
be slightly more recent than the other ones we saw. Not by a lot, though. Still within the same time span of 60 years, but very, very slightly, very, very slightly more recent.
Bloody Fortnite reenactors.
Whoa.
Oh, that's why there was pickaxes.
Power scythe or pickaxe. That's.
I just assumed someone had killed Trotsky.
Think quickly.
Yeah.
Is this a big closed metal door here?
Who brought the ice pick?
It appears before you there is a big closed metal door before.
Well,
Let's investigate this after we've gotten to the end of the corridor.
I suppose so.
Alrighty.
yeet.
Progress once more into the dark, the dankest mine.
This is an awfully long corridor. Just saying.
This is
You'd
very
think
Mines can
somebody
get
would
pretty
sign this
Yeah.
for,
Just
Go-
waiting for something to go off.
Alrighty. as you find another alcove with some more lovely dead bodies.
What dis?
Oh
That
no!
appears to be a hole that goes down.
How down?
You can't see the bottom.
Alright, these fellas look different.
Does anybody have a flare on them?
I don't believe so.
Or a glow stick?
I'd probably throw and shine a light down it.
Well, I was wanting to do the thing where you drop it to the bottom and count kind of deal.
Well, just drop a rock or like a bone if you're feeling particularly macabre.
Can Kenny
I have the
try?
light, just use a las gun.
Stu.
Yeah?
Stay away
Okay.
from my rocks.
We're checking the bodies, but after that, can Kenny try to go down the hole and check what's down there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
It was never.
as you wonder what to do in this room, and the two medical experts examine the corpses on the floor. Now, from your findings, Ziv doesn't glean too much from them. He just assumes they're like the others. Ursula, with your careful care and looking through more of your tools, rather than looking at your eye through just your eyes, you deduce that once again these corpses are more recent. However, what's more glaringly obvious is quite a few of these corpses appear to be wearing some kind of armor, and there are skeletons inside such armor, along with all the dried blood.
Hey.
If anyone
killed
wants
them
to
in their
identify the
armor,
armor, they may
just
roll
wondering.
Common Law War with a +10.
Okay. Yes.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, enough of you rolled well enough. You all, after thinking it over as a group, managed to surmise that these guys were most likely some kind of planetary defense force, or possibly a local militia of some kind. They were wearing basically standard flak armor, pretty much. And a few of them even appear to be carrying charge packs for las weapons.
Well, they ain't used, isn't it, where they are? Strip the poor bastards down.
Yeah. Was just about to say. They've probably taken the last weapons.
PDF. Poor bastards didn't stand a chance against whatever hit them.
But why wouldn't they take
I mean, they're the
charge
PDF.
packs?
Stu,
Yep.
I'm gonna try and take this body's skull and drop it down the hole and count.
Okay.
Oh.
You wrench off the skull with ease. It comes apart pretty easily. You take it over to the hole, and it falls. Clang. And it clangs after about 5 seconds.
Oh, that's quite a
That's-
distance.
That's about pretty far.
But you do
Just a
hear
quick
the
question.
clang, which is a good sign in your senses.
Okay, can Civ turn over this body and just check? You said they had a charge pack, right?
They had a few loose charge packs in their webbing, yeah.
Okay, okay. Can I just look at them and, like, determine, like, say if something has tried to scratch them or something to open, like, the charge pack itself?
Yes, make me an awareness check at +20.
Okay.
Okay. You managed to deduce by carefully examining one of the charge packs that there appear to be some very fine but very sharp scratches all over parts of the mag. Not too sure what would cause such a thing.
Gentlemen, I think we're dealing with something that's very hungry for energy.
Okay, so
And he's just gonna show off the church pack with scratches.
This hole is 122.5 meters deep.
Whoa.
You're a very good mathematician.
Kinematic equations.
While you decide what to do next, I'm going to the bathroom. Be back right back.
We could send Kenny down. Well,
Fine.
Kenny could go down and check. What's up with
Finally,
the
AP Physics was of use to me in a children's role-playing game.
Children's?
I'm a child. Technically.
Be a shame if someone were to bring their grav pack with them. I straight up still have my grav chute.
Ooh.
So if anyone wants to take a trip,
In your
you'll
favorite
be my
rocket
guest.
ship.
Yeet!
Okay, I should stress that my grav chute is not going to hold the weight of a Space Marine in tactical dreadnought armor.
Would just be like a drop pod, pretty much.
This is legit like the whole Halloween episode, but instead of like, oh, it's a guy in a skeleton mask, it's like, oh, it's a serial killer who eats lads or something. I almost said lates.
Are you gonna send your moth down there?
Yes, that's the plan.
Rip.
Okay. Can moths even survive going 121.5 meters or however long I said?
Oh,
It's quite a big moth.
I know I'm joking. Actually, what size is the moth?
the moth is size 1, which is... I'll just check what the outright definition of that was. Minuscule.
That's not a very big moth.
No, it's not.
I feel like you're overselling it with the image you have for them.
Yes. I mean, it's basically a normal size moth. So it's not like average. It is like a moth. It's not like Mothman.
Mothman, can't you see?
Oof.
But Kenny does hope that in time he'll grow.
In time.
Just turns into a great unclean one.
Yeah, I
Eats
think
all
that's...
of your armor. Maybe
I
it's
legit-
time for a rust monster.
I legit think that's actually how he's gonna go down. Either that or he's gonna basically become Mecha Moth. Or he's gonna become a Psychomoth.
So,
All
Mecha
depends
Moth.
on what fate has his story.
Inshallah. Are you planning on fitting him with high explosive?
No.
First thing, if the moth cannot be damaged by things that are not of the Immaterium, couldn't you just strap him full of TNT and use him as like a guided explosive?
Oh, okay, you got a point.
I love Gren's thing in the chat. I'm sad I can't join. I can't grace you with my beautiful voice. The lack of unnecessary sexual tension is disturbing.
Grant, if you're listening, fuck yourself, but not literally.
Probably will.
Probably enjoy it.
So, did you guys come up with a cunning plan?
Sending in the
We're
moth.
gonna send that moth
Yeah.
down in that hole and see what happens.
Moth full force.
And all else fails, I still have my grab shoot.
Okay, give me one moment. Siv,
I
could you
look forward
make
to
me a
finding out.
loyalty roll? That is a straight fellowship test.
Straight.
Yeah. That would be my
Not
fellowship
gay,
or the
not
moth.
bi, straight.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's just my fellowship. Oh no!
The moth does not want to go down.
This ain't kosher.
Well, you rolled the moth. You rolled the moths instead of your own though.
No, that's actually mine.
Ziv, yeah, he just used Kenny the War Moth out as the chat icon, basically. He used Ziv stats. So basically, yeah, he basically goes, but gone one night one, and it's like, no, I ain't going down there. He's very rebellious to you, so it's up to you what you want to do next. He almost seems fearful.
Oh shit.
Could I use my Auspex to check if there are any gases inside of this?
Yes. Do you know what I love? You've literally used the moth as the canary in the coal mine. Or at least tried to, and he's like, nah, fuck that.
Oh hell no!
I'm too self-aware.
Screw this.
Canary in the moth mine.
Oh god.
How do you mine for moths, you ask?
You just go in the dark and they appear.
Yes.
You just shine a big light, that's how you mine for moths and bring them towards.
See, we should have got a flare, then the moth would have gone towards it.
Yeah. I'm really surprised
right.
that you actually have flares, I just realized.
Fuck, that's
That was another one on the supply bucket list. Anyway, so, Ron, you shine your Auspex down and have a nice tricorder scan of the hole. There doesn't appear to be gases, just the air gets a little bit, kind of thinner as you get deeper down through the scan levels. It doesn't look harmful, like any toxins or unusual chemicals in the air.
Right.
Can you scan for life forms?
That is part of the test. He did not seem to find any life forms.
It's life, Jim, but how does we know it?
Just throw them sent you. I think you've got them still.
Well, in that case, should we move on?
Yes. That's probably a good idea.
Someone should keep an eye on this room.
Yes,
We should
sir.
close the door behind us if possible.
You
Oh,
come
no,
against the
there's-
wall.
Right, so
Okay.
we're gonna have to go to the iron door.
Might I suggest that the fellows with the turret images might kind of keep facing towards this massive hole as we go along and take up the rear?
Understandable.
Crazy.
Very innuendo.
Right.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Can I
say more.
use the chain fist to open the door?
Yes. This was
will
designed
try and
for.
Do I have to roll for this?
Yeah, make me a strength at like plus 20. That's including your armor because it's in your stats.
Alright.
Oof.
Wait, it's because I've already taken it into account when calculating my strength. So would it
Yeah,
be
I'm
neutral,
including the
or-
plus 20 bonuses. The fact that it's a chain fist designed for cutting through bulkheads and
right.
shit. Yeah, it's a circumstance bonus. Oh yeah. You easily, with a great buzzing and whirring and screeching of tearing metal, you burst down the bulkhead when you're hacking at it. It takes about 5 minutes of good hacking, but you manage to get through most of it. And a
You check
room.
for a handle during this time.
You guys basically just see Danny DeVito sawing through a steel wall with his hand.
Hey, Stu, could you move these two up?
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting that they
Yes.
exist.
Another one.
It's because there's two of them. If it was one of them, I'd probably just remember, but...
Now, Stu, I know that there might be a glaring problem here, but is this open?
It is open, in fact.
Can I see what's inside of it from here?
Yes.
What is
It's
inside of
more
it?
of those rare crystals that you use for refining lance weaponry.
Okay.
Seems about half full.
So, Ziv, could you examine this massive pile of corpses?
I can try.
Oof.
I'm gonna get my Mace of Molag ball out, by the way.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Takes a
Jesus.
big sniff.
Basically, Ziv, you try to go over and examine the corpses, but you're so overcome by the decay and excitement that you actually dive into the pile of bones.
Gross.
And you're like,
Why am I
this is
Jesus.
good. Such decay.
Appalled, but barely surprised.
And blood starts to stain itself on your armor, despite it being dry.
Jesus.
Done.
I'm going to strongly suggest that Ziv gets out of the pile of skeletons.
What do you mean?
Do these look like the others?
I thought that was a pretty straightforward question there, Ziv.
No. I mean, look at all these blood and corpses.
They do look like the other corpses before. They just all seem to have been strangely amassed into this pile.
I'm going to search these
Well,
lockers.
that kind of implies a ritual. Oh dear.
I'm gonna search these lockers.
Well, who do we know who likes lots and lots of bodies?
There are a lot of people we know who like lots and lots of bodies, Scott.
They all seem to have their heads attached.
Well, you know that angry little combine harvester we met before?
Yes.
You know how he had a massive pile of bodies?
Yes.
I don't think combine harvesters would be in mines though. That doesn't make
Teleports behind you.
Okay,
I
it's
don't
a
think-
worried they've-
boring machine.
So
Yeah.
they haven't got one of those fucking
More
things.
likely that.
It's gonna have a gander around.
Stu, could I search these lockers, please?
You may.
We just get attacked by a rogue power drill.
What's in them?
Giant power. Oof.
What's in them?
They appear to be very, very barren and clean, these lockers.
Okay.
Almost as if they were scourged for supplies recently. Or not recently, but you know.
I'm gonna make my kind of just watch the corridor with the hole then.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything in the room?
I mean,
Just-
have to look.
I'll stand and look at.
Just swimming and owning blood. And...
And scheming
We'll
away
just get
already.
attacked by one of these things.
Alright.
Oh no.
Nonetheless.
I really hope that's real, whatever that is.
Nonetheless. Ron, Voss, and Jane, could you all roll, well, just Ursula actually, could you all roll me awareness checks at minus 20?
Alright.
The answer to that is
Well, fortunately, Ron and Ursula managed to spot something.
sorry. I just saw my roll. 2 of 4.
Oof. Wow, your awareness is so dog shit, but you still pass.
Meanwhile, mine's a 63 and I fucking shit.
Alrighty, well, good news for the party. Basically, as you guys were kind of just sort of milling around thinking, what should we do next? What's going on in this creep room? You three hear a load of scuttling. And something is revealed.
Oh boy.
Just as they come close to you. Give me one moment. Oof.
Oh no! We're leaving this planet.
Oh no.
No!
I have too many tabs.
Could you all roll initiative, please, as you see a swarm of what look like tiny little drones scurrying across the ground with baleful green light.
Take off, nuke it from orbit.
I really wish I'd gone with the fucking anti-horde moves.
Can we get an
Spooky,
initiative?
scary skeletons.
Hey, so are these Dark Eldar, or are people making these? Or
No,
monster
those
aren't.
Oh shit, I forgot to put the turn on. There we go.
N.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant by Dark Eldar, but I'm not good at
N.
this game, so.
Oh no.
Yeah, mine is just standard 1 because of the mutation. Well, I'm in for a fun time.
Oh no.
These look like the weird hat drones from that one movie about the kid who travels forward in time.
Oh, buddy, these are much worse.
We are gonna have
Much worse.
a bad day.
Yeah.
Photography is optional.
Oh boy.
Really wish I'd gone with the fucking anti-horde variant for my bow.
Funny rule, these guys are not horde. They are a swarm. Separate rules. Ursula.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Should have brought.
Almost certainly worse.
Ursula, it's your go.
Oh dear. Well, it's a good thing that I've been walking around with my gun ready the entire time. It's also a shame that everyone's blocking my line of fire. I guess I can target that one.
Okay.
So, top left.
Top left.
Oh god, there's more than 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 4 at least. It is short range.
Oh well, at least it's not the Men of Iron.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say it's a -20 to hit these guys because their size, but you still hit. Are you firing a single shot?
A single shot.
Okay.
I want to have a benchmark to work from before I start looting off 2 at a time.
Okay. Right. They hover across the ground slightly, as you know. Could you roll me the damage?
Yes.
As you fire a single shell into the mass.
Yeet.
Alrighty.
That's quite low, actually, for what it can be.
Right. Give me one moment. Let me just calculate something. Where are they? Swarm. Does the autocannon have the blast, flame, spray, or scatter quality?
I believe it has the reliable, but I will check the armory listing in case I've neglected
Yeah,
something.
it just has reliable. I'm looking at it.
Alrighty. Well, the great
it's just a
news,
solid slug.
you fire a solid shell into the mass of mechanized creepy crawlies, blowing a couple of them apart, but the swarm keeps on going strong.
Yay.
Is that all?
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Yeah, because you just aimed and fired, so... Right. I'm Nala.
Okay, so just do I recognize that these are Necrons or Necron
Roll
constructs, or do I need to
me.
roll something?
Do you have Forbidden Lore Xenos?
No.
I'd
wait,
imagine.
You do have Forbidden Lore, like the Long War, though, I believe.
I do.
Could you roll me that at -10?
Forbidden Lore, we're going to die.
Yeah.
No, Forbidden Law, this planet is going to die.
Yeah,
So, you don't know exactly what these things are, Nullis, but you do remember weird whispers among some of the Chaos Marines you've hung out with over the years of strange robotic Xenos. But you've only heard whispers that some certain legions have come across them before. Not very often, though.
this answers the question, why didn't we find any obvious marks of injury on the bodies?
Yeah.
Well, and nobody else has made a roll like that yet, so I'm assuming nobody knows yet. In that case, could I roll something to see whether these things would be basically whether they're better at range or at melee?
Yeah, make a Forbidden Lore. Do you have Tactica Imperialis till actually?
I'm more just like trying to look at them and see if they've got shooty shooters or stabby stabbers.
Make an awareness check at +10, +20 because you're a sorry site. +20.
It's most likely going to be the stabby stabbers.
You
If they have the
deduce,
shooty shooters.
due to their sharp little mandible-like, razor-sharp mandible thingies, that they are stabby-stabbies, indeed.
I'm gonna try to probably tank that then, and how far away do you need to be to charge something?
At least, like, 3 squares away, so you're actually a bit too close, I think, yeah, to charge them. You could kind of
so
just dash over there, sort of towards the middle of them, yeah, and make that a charge, that sideways dash.
So I can make this a charge?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Yeet.
And yeet this boy with my mace.
So, yep, make a charge.
So, charge. Any modifier? Like
Just the
size or
default
anything?
charge of +20. Also, actually, sorry, there's also a -20 because of their size.
There's a -20 because of their size?
Yeah, they are puny. They're size 2 creatures.
Oh, is this like a big swarm of them rather than like...
Yes, this is a massive swarm of them. They move pretty quickly across the ground. Do have fates if you wish to use the reroll.
My OC knowledge.
I've got an infamy point, but I think I'm not gonna use it now because I feel like I might need to use it later if people are making these noises.
Alright. I guess that's your turn then.
Yeah, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. The gripply swarm of creepy robotic entities
Hooray.
move towards Ron.
In the arms.
And the first horde will attempt to swarm over your armor, pinging and find any openings they can with their little shot.
Aha! Environmentally sealed!
Oof.
Ah,
For long.
yeah. But still, it's better than it not being environmentally sealed. Oh boy.
+10 for size.
Well, on an
They are
OC point,
currently-
I really...
Yeah, go.
Okay. So on an OC point, I hope they haven't got the big fella with them.
They probably do.
A tomb spider could easily crush our fucking Tarox, and a tomb stalker
That's the
With
giant
sort of-
snake thing that crawls underground, yeah.
Yeah, I have got a model of one when it was the only forgeable Necron thing available.
Yeah, I've got the stats of those things. They're pretty nasty in this game, actually. Because they can kill
I hope
tanks,
to never see one.
So, Ron, would you like to
Derailed.
parry or don't? Well, parry, I guess.
Yeah, I'll parry that.
Alright.
Parry this, casual.
I'm kind of wondering, actually, if you can parry swarms. Let me double check that.
Or you just shield bash him away, I guess.
Yeah,
At least
like,
try to.
it's not the worst thing you can... I'll just double check before you roll, because swarms are weird. They're like hordes, but they're also not hordes. No, yeah, you can just fucking parry them, that's fine.
Hordes, but more swarming.
Yeah.
Right. So that would be a weapon skill test.
Yep, or you just use the parry skills.
Oh, yeah, parry. Sorry.
Yep. Because parry used to be a thing, but then it became a skill. Yeet. You managed to pull up your shield in time and just bat away the most of them as they try and plink through towards your armor. The second swarm is going to move in and try and break through your guard as well.
Royal Guard.
However, they miss you. They manage to swarm over you, but they just can't quite find a good opening, and they just kind of bat them aside. So that's their turn. Jane. Jane saves.
Jane used to have more guns.
She has an autocannon, right? And a heavy stubber as well. Which she was carrying.
I think she's rolling with the autocannon. So, ballistic skill 43. Ursula has ballistic skill of 34. Ugh. Right, can I take a step backwards and still fire normally?
You wouldn't
Cool,
be
I'm
able
gonna
to
do
aim, but
that.
you can just, you walk backwards and fire one shot.
So if I'm going to take 2 steps backwards then, and continue, I guess, because...
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
you can semi-auto, it's just your penalties, but whatever.
So no aim. I have stepped out of point... Am I in point blank at 2 squares?
You
One
need to be
square,
like
isn't
a
it,
square
point
away,
So I could have stayed put,
Yes, and you would have got point blank bonus. You can do that if you want, I don't mind.
but...
Change it.
But...
But...
I have a plan.
Well,
Might be a bit of a waste, but it'll be amusing.
Right, this is for Jane.
oof.
In the arms of the angels.
Well, I missed.
Yep, you fire off a
Could be
great
worse.
autocannon shot that echoes down the corridor, but it just impacts the wall just above them. Due to their small stature, it's kind of hard to get a good hit on them. I think that's Jane.
I'll copy that. Yep, that's Jane done. She should not die now.
In
Unlike
my
no-
arms.
Alright, Nulls. The first swarm, since they were already in contact with you, is going to have a nice gander at you.
Can I parry swarms?
You can, yes, if they hit. They are currently hitting. Would you like to parry the swarm?
You know, I would love to parry.
I just love the image of you parrying all of them away with your mace.
What modifier is that?
Let's have a look at your mace, because I think it has negatives to parrying. I'm not 100%. I mean, you could dodge if that's better for you. What's your dodge? 43. Your weapon skill is better, but I just want to check your weapon for a minute. Balanced. It's balanced. Okay, that means you get a plus 10 to parrying, actually, so it's better for parry.
So plus 10?
Yeah, parry with a plus 10. With the mace and Molag Ball.
Yeah, the Dark Rosiers really isn't that bad. Woo, lad.
Let me just look at all of my extra skills just to make sure real quick. Okay. Fucking
Oh no!
Oh no!
You have fate, but I don't know if you want to use it for this.
So, hey, people who know about lore, how hard do scarabs hit?
Not very hard, but there's shitloads of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the death by 1,000 cucks.
You know the mummy, right? Have you seen the mummy?
No.
It's the scarab beetles and the mummy. Someone get a gif or video of that bit.
Except they have the energy fields.
I think I can tank a hit, so
Yeah.
fuck it, I'm not using a fate point.
Guess we'll find out.
By the way, Corinne is asking you to remember to roll for the NPCs.
Oh yeah. I should probably do that because they could be important.
Gren also DM'd me and said that since I'm commander, I can use Johanna, or order her to do things rather.
Just
so
stress.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind that. You can use sword if you want. It's better than me doing it, to be honest. I'll control Engine C or what's her face.
Millennia.
I need a medic bag.
Hold on a moment. Where the fuck's
Concern.
Johanna? Here we go. Redress the order.
That's kind of awkward because that means they should have already gun. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So,
But whatever.
I'm not saying that you should run away, Nullis, but if you can actually just stay away from us lot, that would be great.
No, see, if I were to dodge backwards and then continue dodging backwards, they would be attacking the whole party. So I'm just
Yes.
gonna kind of try and tank a couple hits.
Yeah,
while you
do-
hopefully fire at
Do
them.
your best to survive while staying away from me.
And I've got a 5% bonus on not dying to blood loss, so hey.
Yay. Not having blood.
Or only 5% chance of dying from blood loss, rather.
Okay, luckily for you, Nullis. Don't think we do too much damage. Yeah, Nullis, you take the damage. They try and they swarm over you, but they can't quite get an opening. However, the second horde will have a go as well.
Can I have a go at parrying them as well, or
Do
can I
you
only that
have
once?
sidestep?
Do I have sidestep?
That is a talent.
I do not believe so.
You may only have one reaction per turn, sadly.
Alright.
However, they miss you.
The entire swarm just goes
Just miss. They basically all just kind of swarm over you and fly at you with their hovering grav lifts, but they just can't
So
quite get
does the rending damage actually penetrate my armor?
No, they rolled a 1
Okay,
with
so-
damage, which is really bad.
So I'm fine. So I'm fine basically at the
Yeah.
moment.
They don't quite chew through.
Fantastic.
I'll let you roll Johanna because she was supposed to go before these guys. If you want her to do anything.
What the fuck are her attacks?
Well, this is... yeah, this is what I was saying, Seagren's like, this is not fun because, yeah, they're Necrons. The thought magic doesn't work. Thought magic, the gathering.
Does she
Robot
have
and
any?
Cell Gang.
Does Johanna have any like buffs that she can do with psychic shit?
She has, like, dodges and stuff to improve her dodge.
No, like can she buff teammates with psychic shit at all?
Let's have a look at Johanna. I believe she can do some stuff.
Because otherwise, she might just be like a half-naked, useless woman right now.
Might.
Cat eyes.
All of us took the exact wrong time to start speccing into psychological warfare.
She can use Psychic Scream.
What does that do?
It's an attack power, which deals 1d10 exposed damage +2 for every star rating with a shocking and warp weapon qualities.
And it can do that to Necrons?
Yeah.
Or whatever these things are, I guess?
Can do
Okay.
it to Necrons, yeah.
Have her do that then, to the ones attacking me. I
Okay.
guess this one, since it's closer.
Yep. I will have Johanna do a Psychic Scream.
Can she move before she does that? Still?
Yes, she can, if you want her to.
Okay, have her move, like, here then. I can't actually grab her.
Where to?
Here.
Back a bit, yep. Okay.
Because I'm guessing she doesn't have a lot of health.
Yeah, she's
Something,
a little squishy.
something tells me that her armor might also be a little lacking.
Oh, Jesus, why?
Ziv, light grenades.
Okay, Johanna's
Against
gonna
this?
roll unfettered. Star rating.
How is Blade gonna help save these? They cannot
That's
be blessed by
65.
the
Okay, she
Blight.
does pass, in fact. So now she's gonna roll
Nurgle
damage.
can still rot.
Nurgle loves technology, but these cannot be graced by rot alone.
Oof!
At least it's something.
Yep.
They're like the devil. They cannot be corrupted. Because they are worse than Nurgle. They are not approachable by his blessing.
Well, there are always outliers. Flare virus.
Completely evil.
So yeah, that's really all I can do with Johanna then.
Yeah, just scream and do damage. It does do a bit of damage, though. Let me just check something. Okay. Let's see. Shocking quality -20.
It's probably good that your moth didn't go down that fucking hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In retrospect, that's actually really fucking smart that it didn't. But kinda sad for us, because that means now we're fighting both of them. And we're kinda trapped.
I have a plan. Oh dear.
How? That is
Right.
target 0?
So,
What?
Johanna's
Is it-
ability, despite not causing too much damage and only killing a small thing of the swarm, manages to stun them due to its screeching abilities.
Thanks, Gren.
Yeah.
If you're still watching.
That actually makes a lot of sense, because they're tech. They don't have toughness.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go get a snack while your moth does something.
Oof.
Right. Kenny the Warp Moth.
Well, shit.
Any no.
Any yes.
Can him? I suppose. I should probably do a loyalty check just to make sure if he obeys or not. Because I'm gonna send him to attack.
If you're fighting together, you do not need to test for loyalty. It's only if you're fighting separately.
I'm still gonna do it just because I
Alright.
need to know if will he do it or
No,
not.
he won't.
He will try to run away then.
Oh no. Fucking
Seek refuge in the corpse pile, where it's safe.
If it wasn't copyrighted, I'd put Eneuron in the chat.
The dead will hide me.
Okay, he's gonna move over like so, and he's gonna try to be stealthy about it. Can he roll stealth to try not to be noticed by the evil robots that he really does not like at all?
Yeah, make a stealth roll out whether. What's your size? 2, is it?
It's 1. Minuscule.
That gives you a plus 30 to your stealth rolls.
True that.
He's very, very small.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeah, he successfully stealths away, and they don't seem to pay any notice to him because they're facing 2 Astartes at the moment.
As if when it's your turn, I would recommend you do not go towards. It is very important you do not go towards Ron. Trust me.
Go towards what?
Oof.
Do not go towards Ron. I have a plan.
Okay. That is disturbing, but okay.
Worry not.
You've disturbed the nerdling. I think that says something.
It's fine.
Damn it. Well, he's gonna use a full move then, and move over like so.
Righty.
And that's unfortunately all I can do this turn.
Okay. Boss.
Okay. I'm going to take an aim action on here and take a shot at it.
Okay. Minus 20 for its size.
Okay. Aim to short range. Send attack. Okay. Fucking jeez. My bow jams!
My boja.
I'll just drop an arrow.
Yeah, basically, you try and notch an arrow and it like plinks off to the side as you fuck up the draw, basically.
You try and shoot it, except you're holding the string and you're trying to bend back the wooden part of the bow.
Well, I mean, you could fate it if you really want to, but
I'm just trying to figure out if I've forgotten anything. The thing is, that roll's so bad, it's a failure no matter what. I'm pretty sure.
you can always fate it. It's just if you're all 100, you don't fate it generally.
Oh, just,
It's not. That's not even a rule. That's just a thing a lot of GMs do. Like if you crit fail. It's just...
I'm honestly just looking for a better card. Better than that.
There's a pretty good chance you'll succeed if you fate roll. Given that it's...
Fuck it, these things are a big enough threat, to be honest, so... Yeah. Let's, go ahead and fate it. And... hit, half aim, short range, center attack.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Roll your relevant damage.
Okay. Okie dokie. And let's see. 2d10 this time around.
Alrighty.
Miserable set of rolls that is.
Okay, you do a total of 9 damage to the swarm.
Okay.
Which your arrow puts a nice dent into it, but it's just swore there's still many more in this one. Is that all?
No, okay. Yeah, that'll be my whole turn.
Ron.
Right, first off, I would like to use common law war to see if there's anything I know about these groups.
You may at -10.
Hey.
You know that these are some kind of sort of servitor for the Necrontyr. They perform a lot of menial labor and errands for the overlords, for the Necron race as a whole. They're mostly, they don't really have a consciousness, they're mostly automated. Or driven by a higher being. Given directives. So pretty much anything psychological is out the window to affect these things. Mostly just requires blunt force. What you do know is that anything that can affect swaves of them at once, like shotguns, have been proven effective in the past against them due to their spread. As have flamers and grenades and so forth.
Alright. What Ron shall do is hold the shield firmly against his chest, covering his torso. He shall then scream at the entire party to look away from him, which I advise you all do. Then I pull out a Legion frag grenade, hold it in front of the shield, and then pull the pin.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Detonate the grenade. Actually, roll me a ballistic skill test with +10. Just to see if you fuck up the. Actually, no, don't do that. Just roll the damage, because if you roll 1, that's a dud. I believe you.
Right.
What's the blast on Legion frag? So that
4, I believe. Yeah, blast 4.
+4.
2d10 plus 2 explosive damage. Oof.
Right.
Oh, damn, that's just one short.
Okay. Jane and Ursula.
Well, I hold it in. I hold my shield in front of it to shield the rest of the party.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what then. Before we do that, roll me your save on your shield, your force rating shield first. See if you actually absorb the hit.
That would be D100.
Yep, D100. I believe the force rating is 65 on the storm shield. Oh no! Your shield doesn't quite hold the blast. So, let me just check the damage on this thing.
As long as it doesn't go through his torso, it shouldn't go through the rest of the party.
Yeah, because that was my intention, to just use myself as a wall.
A human shield, literally.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, to be fair, it won't do enough damage to hurt you, actually, when I'll look at it. Right. This guy takes bit of damage. 41. As the mighty grenade just explodes with a nice boom, shattering shrapnel and hot metal into all these little gribblies. They take a bit of damage. You're none too worse for the wear due to your Terminator armor. Presumably that's all for your action, because you used your attack action, so...
Yeah.
Valenia, I'll move her... down here, there we go.
Actually, I used the rest of my turn to get into a guarded stance.
Okay. Let me just have a look at that.
If I can, actually.
Not sure you can, being it's full action, but...
No, it's a guarded stance is a half action.
Good defensive stance.
Defensive stance is something different. That's a full action.
Guarded attack. I can't find guarded stance.
Oh, then it...
Yeah, there's defensive stance, then guarded attack. That's about it.
Right. Oh, never mind then.
Yep. Okay. Ursula. Having the big boom just occurred. Skog died. Oh no.
Skog?
How long has my mic been turned off? I've been saying anything. I don't remember turning it off.
Oof.
Character sheet's too wide. I am not in point. Would I be in point blank and one diagonal square? Does that?
Yeah, that's 2 meters away. Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Oh.
Skog, your mic is making some really non-lovely noises.
I'm not touching it anyway. Has it stopped?
No.
No!
Start it again as you said, has it stopped?
Yeah.
Try again a bit, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Maybe like connected and or like disconnected, then connected again. Usually works.
You know, at least you hit with your cannon, you know?
Yep. Roll
Sure,
the
you can't
damage
talk
when
now,
ready.
but, you know, it's whatever.
Whoa.
This is so sad. Can we get one like?
Can we please get one like in the chat?
Everybody go like Stu's stream.
How many people have got watching? 8 watching now, damn son.
Not the fucking bowler hat, please.
This is a top meme. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna roll Skog's damage. Oh.
What move is that from?
I rolled. Oh, maybe roll 20s being gay. No damage. Sorry, because you've hit. It's cool.
Oh,
Yeet.
oh shit!
Shit, son. Right. How many times is semi? Let's see. That's 2 degrees of success.
So that's 2 hits.
Yeah. Roll damage again. Kill one on that one. Okay, so that one does 8. And then the next hit. Give me a moment. With a great booming thud, your autocannon spurges into life, firing off a couple of heavy caliber shells into the swarm. The swarm looks pretty minuscule now and is on its last legs. It seems to be thinning out quite a bit.
Do they have legs?
Sort of. They mostly hover around. Nala, you're still facing two almost full strength swarms.
I'm gonna try and beat the shit out of the stunned one, because I'm guessing I get a plus to hit for that or something if they're stunned.
Yes, yeah, plus 20.
Okay. Neat.
Minus 20 for their size, yeah.
And I guess I'll do a half aim since I'm just standing here as well.
Yeah.
So the modifier is plus 20 because of the stun. Is there any other thing?
Minus 20 because their size, but then plus 10 because, well, aim does automatically the macro, so yeah.
Okay, but
so it should just be neutral then, yeah, on the final modifier.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Yay.
You managed to yeet them with the Mason Molag Ball. Please roll your damage. Oof. Well then. This is so sad. It's not terrible though, like you do actually get some good damage.
At least I got the 6.
Yeah.
And it's explosive damage, which I'm guessing is pretty nice against hordes.
It can be, yes. Give me one moment. You managed to yeet them across with your Mason Molag Ball and take out a nice swath of them away.
Yay. So, Ron, did you happen to announce to people that this was Necron shit, by the way?
Oh, I guess I'll do that now. I just announced it to the party.
You just go there, hey, the Necron team.
My turn. Yeah.
Okay. So, people with, like, lore knowledge, and I mean, like, out of character, if I were to vox in that we're fighting Necrons, would they nuke us before we had the chance to escape?
The planet as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I won't vox that.
Bear in mind, this is not the Imperium you're dealing with.
Still, I don't
Yeah,
think
but-
they like...
Chaos is no friend of Necrons, I'd imagine.
They're not, no.
Alright, Bill, let's go.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, we'll probably end it here and on this menacing cliffhangers, this swarm.
Are you gonna finish the turn order first?
Could you just finish their turn? Because
I'll finish their turn, yeah, and then that brings its chain list for next week. So, they are going to dab on Ron. I'll do the weakened horde first. Half a
Wednesday?
10.
Just Wednesday, my dudes.
Would you like to parry them?
yes.
Alright.
Also, since I can do it as a free action, would you allow me to activate Frenzy before I parry?
Sure. Go ahead. You get enraged to
Lovely.
decide these things.
Yeah.
You successfully parry the weakened horde's attacks as they flail around you. The second one will go in. They also managed to strike you. Don't believe you have any more reactions left unless you have sidestep.
No, I don't. Question.
However, you have your shield, your force
Yeah.
field.
Would I be using the force field of my shield or the deflect chance of my...
You would be using your shield's power
Alright,
field because it's
good.
better, so you generally
Lovely.
just use the better ones.
Yeah, just making sure.
Yep.
Right.
65 or less. Oof. Well then, the more numerous horde manages to strike past your energy shield as it tries to work overtime to compensate for things swarming you. And they're gonna strike. They may not actually do any damage at all, but let's see how this goes.
They don't.
They did not roll a 9 or a 10, so yep, you're all good. They swarm over you, but they can't quite get an opening. Alright, and I think with that, ladies and gentlemen, we shall leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this new adventure. And we'll see, hopefully see it
on that bombshell.
yeah. On that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, we will bid you good night. Any final thoughts from you people?
Gonna die.
Don't seem very nice.
Moths sound like machines.
No, they don't. Alright, have a good one, folks. See you soon.